demo video for tutorial number 6, and this is a tutorial about improving the efficiency when calculating the Fibonacci number recursively. From the tutorial question, so the first issue we had is when the input reaches to 42 to 46, the Fibonacci number seems went wrong there. So in order to fix that, I think is mentioned in the tutorial as well. In order to fix that, we need using Java long instead of Java integer in order to handle a large input, which has been updated here. Yeah, so I'm gonna run this really quick and make sure there's no issue when we input it 1 to 46. Yeah, so as you can see, this problem has been fixed. And then the next part, biggest part about this tutorial to improve the efficiency, basically reducing the calculating time. So in order to fix that, so we created a new class that's called a Fibonacci result, and give it two objects. One is a Fibonacci current and a Fibonacci previous. So under the class of math utilities, so basically the result, we return the final result actually from the current plus a previous one. That will help to reduce computing time dramatically. Yeah, so that's how we improve this efficiency. So now here's the main application. I'm gonna run this from here. So I'm gonna quit. Okay, so pick up, start it over again. Okay. So I'm gonna round from 1 to 20. Yeah, so as you can see, yeah, so all the Fibonacci number is listed correctly here, and also the computing time got improved as well. So I'm gonna try a larger number, maybe like 1 to 60 to round. Yeah, it works perfectly fine. In order to find out the breaking point for like the input the Java long can handle, so I'm going to randomly input a larger number, for example 1 to 100, and see the result. Okay, so we found when the input is at 92, yeah, there's an issue here. That's the same like we had before. Yeah, so I think the number when the Java long can handle will be 92. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna end this by input quit. Yeah, so this is this demo video for tutorial number 6.